Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to All in Our Heads, downloading, subscribing, whatever you're doing right now. If you watched us live, that was awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we do appreciate any help we can get from you, sharing, liking, commenting, rating, whatever you can do to help the podcast would be awesome.
Yes, definitely.
We're trying something before you start talking, Joe. We've been trying. We tried. We're going to go live maybe a couple times a month. Right? We're going to go live, and we enjoy interacting with people live. But also prior to going live, if you can leave a comment, suggestions, topics you would like us to cover, anything you want us to talk about, that would be great. Because then we'll let you know we're talking about your topic, and we'll talk about it live.
Yeah. And yes, follow us at facebook.com/All in Our Heads podcast, and you could get notifications when we go live. That way, we're probably not going to go live a specific day every week. We'll always let you know when we're going to because our schedules are crazy. But still subscribe to us on the Laughable.com app, iHeartRadio app. We need those statistics. We need those downloads because that's really important to the future of the podcast. But we're going to make this bigger and better. And this was a good podcast this week. We talked about the fall, how we feel about the fall coming. We talked about gambling a little bit. We talked about relationships and meeting girls. And then we ended on, I wouldn't say a sad note, just like a heartfelt note about, dealing with sick parents and just that aspect of life. So
that's right.
It wasn't sad. It was, it was good. I think you'll like
real.
It was real. We got real. We don't plan what we're going to say. We just go with the flow. So check it out, everybody.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Audio for the other one, but that's fine. That's what I always do. We're starting late on the uploaded recording, but I could probably mix and match with some audio from the recording here.
Got it.
We'll see. But anyway, we do appreciate people that are listening live, but we do prefer you to subscribe and download because the download stats is what matters in podcasting. Listening live is great. Watching live is great, but just go to laughable.com/download app, iTunes, iHeartRadio, CastBox. Just subscribe. That way, we get the
CastBox. That's the new one, right?
That's a newer one that I just saw. I saw somebody share about it, so I went and saw it, and we're on there. So I just figured another place. Laughable is close to getting the Android app. That is our favorite. That's our favorite app because what's good about Laughable is that
saw somebody share about it, so I went.
I'm sorry,
no problem. What we like about the Laughable app is that, not only can you subscribe to our podcast, but you can subscribe to our individual pages. And they're updating it where it's going to eventually have our dates. We could probably share, if we did short films, anything. They're trying to make it so that the comedians could really have fans can have a one-stop shop for the comedians they like. Their podcasts, their dates, everything.
Oh, nice.
It's really going to be great, man.
Okay.
The app's only getting better, but yeah, this is cool, man.
I wish Laughable was on Android.
It's coming soon. I heard him on I heard the guy Ned who owns Laughable on another podcast saying that it's coming soon because apparently it's not like you can build it for iPhone and then just kind of copy and paste it for Android. It's like a whole new design from bottom to top.
Okay.
So, and more people have iPhones, so people usually put out the iPhone app first.
Right.
Because there's more iPhones out in the world than Androids, and rightfully so.
Okay.
And I'm just... and that's
cute.
That's my commercial for Apple. Because they need a little bump in sales.
Let me just tell you something. If you do a whole Apple system and you use your iPhone, you feel like that's why you have to have it all the same thing, good for you. But there's a lot of people who've had Apple and had an iPhone and went to an Android and were like, Jesus Christ, I don't know why I ever was with an Apple. People love Android. Android, Samsungs are amazing.
Okay.
That's my commercial.
There you go. Well, they're, whatever.
they don't know it, but they're sponsoring us.
Yeah, that's what was it? James told me one time. He's like, yeah, well, Android always comes out with shit before iPhone. I'm like, no, yeah, they come out with it and then iPhone perfects it, and then we move on. You come up with the idea and then we make it better and then we move on. You're the Android's the guinea pig for what's going to be great on the iPhone. Oh yeah, dude, I heard so much about that Note phone coming out, then it was exploding in people's pockets and wasn't allowed on airplanes. So
that's the old.
No, it doesn't happen. And that's why it was such a news story. It doesn't happen. The iPhones never burned somebody's face before.
Yeah,
iPhones aren't checked at airplanes because they're mini bombs.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's one thing we do that you don't do. Then there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you blow up?
Yeah,
your pocketbook?
Well, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't want to go into a store and say, "Can I have a phone that burns my face?" Well, I feel like I don't have enough scarage in my life.
Scarage?
I don't know. It's not. Could be a word.
It can't be. It's a lot of words. First off, who has so much scars that they say, "Well, look at all my scarage."
Probably someone that was in a big house fire.
Yeah, I don't think they. Yeah, I think they're just like, "Look at my fucking scar." It pretty much encompasses the whole fucking body.
Yeah, if you're saying look at my scar, you wouldn't say look at my scarage.
No, you wouldn't say the word at all. Yo, did you see that dude's scarage? No. Yeah, I'm sure someone's Googling it right now going, Joe's right, because he always pulls words out of his ass and they happen to be words.
Well, that's how words become.
You always just happen to say a word. You had no idea where it came from. You're like, I don't know. It sounds like it could be a word, and then you're lucky, and it winds up.
And then I'm lucky with words.
Yeah, you're lucky.
It's about the only thing I'm lucky with in life. That guy stinks at gambling. He ain't got no career, but those words, man, does he come up with good ones?
He does.
It happened to be right.
You say words, and you're never confident when you say it. Like when you said scarage, you pulled up.
Is scarage not a word?
I don't know, but I'm.
Google it.
I'll Google it right now. I don't know.
Got a couple listeners. David Kuna is one of our one of our longtime listeners. So what's up, guys?
How do you spell scar?
Scar. You know how to spell scar? SCAR.
SCAR?
SCAR. Scar.
No.
But do scarage.
I did that scarage, and it doesn't.
No.
Scar. No.
No. All right. So it's not a word, but whatever. We can move on.
No, we can move on. Yeah, usually the whole post, but it is a word. It's a post. How wrong I was. How dumb I am.
Yeah, well, there's still the night is young. The night is young. We don't even know your Google skills on your Android.
Yeah, you might.
They may not. I don't know. These Androids are blown up. They may not know all the words either.
You better go on your Safari.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid internet app.
That's a great app.
I hate
Safari?
I hate it.
Why?
They don't even let it come up on my. I was just playing on a poker site. And they were like, you have to. Apple is like now makes the fucking app go through Safari. And I'm like, what? I don't want to open Safari. I'm a Google Chrome dude.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Ooh.
Google Chrome, man.
Whoa.
You have Gmail? Do you have a Gmail account?
I have a Gmail. I have a Gmail. That's where all my junk mail is.
Safari.com.
Who has a Safari.com?
I don't even know.
No.
Do they have an email service? No.
What?
The Safari is your fucking internet provider? Yeah.
I think there's some sort of Apple email, but nobody uses it.
Yeah, because it sucks. That's what I'm saying.
Because they don't focus on shitty email services. Google
what do they focus on?
Computers and great phones. Great computers and great phones.
Okay.
That's what they focus on, Apple. Not dog shit fucking phones that burn your face off.
One phone did.
That's enough phones for me. If one phone burned my face, I'd be like, I'm done with that phone.
Because you're that guy that you heard one day someone choked on a bean and you never eat a bean again. Because that's your fucked up way your head goes. As soon as you heard
if this certain type of bean is making people choke all over the country, I'm going to be like, I should stay away from that bean because apparently it doesn't go down well. Like, there's so many options. There's so many other beans.
Yeah, I know, but you let things like that control where you go in life.
Listen, if a product explodes and burns people's faces,
you don't buy
yes,
that product.
I'm going to let that control my life.
You don't buy that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but I got other Samsungs that haven't blown up.
But do you think that the person who got their face blown up by Samsung, their next Samsung, like every time their phone rings, like, oh shit, like you have to be a little gun shy.
Yeah, I would imagine.
You probably never trust that phone. They probably moved to iPhone. Like, I just can't trust this.
That's an Apple customer. That's an easy sale. Maybe fucking Apple did that. Maybe it's somebody fucking infiltrated Samsung, fucking sabotaged the Note 6 to blow up. This is the only way they can get customers. Is blow
all of them? They infiltrated all of them?
Yeah,
that seems like a manufacturing problem.
No, they infiltrated manufacturing. They fucked up the technology on purpose. This way they can get customers because it's the only way iPhone can get customers is by blowing other people's faces up.
Yeah, you could be right. That's conspiracy. Yeah, I heard a weird conspiracy. I don't know if it's conspiracy. I heard some truth and then I turned it into a conspiracy, but I don't really believe in conspiracies that much.
Right.
But like we have a family friend whose husband works for cybersecurity in the federal government.
Okay.
Who said that, stuff we hear in the news all the time, China's really coming after us in a cyber way. But this guy's like in the trenches of that to the point where he's like keeping like saving up antibiotics and like guns and like
that guy?
Food. Right,
Really?
But he's a guy who actually works in that.
Because he's in on it, so he's like, fuck, he knows what's happening.
So I hear this story. Well, first I'm like, I was like, listen, man, just the same way I feel about a zombie apocalypse, the quicker I can die, the better. I'm not saving up nothing. I'm not living through it. Right. Kill me immediately. If you give me a gun to survive it, I'm going to blow my face off immediately. I'd be like, I'm too tired. I can't. I barely want to go to the refrigerator for food. I'm not walking miles and taking someone else's food. Like, that's not going to be a thing. That's way too much effort for a sandwich for me. But ever since I heard this, now I'm noticing I saw an Asian person, and this may sound racist, but they were walking.
It already sounds racist.
Right, but I can't help it. But they were walking with the mask on, and Asians only have the mask, so I'm like, maybe they're onto something.
They always have masks on.
Right, but maybe they know, like, shit's going down.
No, they come from China, where there's a gazillion people sick around them.
Yeah, but maybe they know that China's trying to take us over, and maybe they're spreading some little bit of disease or something.
In the what do you call it? Their atmosphere and whatever, their pollution is bad. I think that's another reason why.
Yeah.
Maybe they know there's some kind of virus that's going to take us all out. Maybe they know.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I just saw this woman walking with it, and I'm like, it's going down. Like, that's really what I thought. I mean, not that I'm going to do anything. Like I told you, I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I'm patriotic to a degree.
I didn't want to see a zombie apocalypse. I just would like to see it.
I don't want to see any apocalypse. I'm going to sleep, man. I don't want to be involved in mass chaos.
You don't want to be involved. The answer to the apocalypse isn't a nap, Joe.
For me, it is. For me, it is. When shit's going down, I'm not getting involved. I'm too tired.
Not getting involved with the apocalypse. Can you imagine? I'm not getting involved with the apocalypse. I'm going to sleep until when? Until the apocalypse is over?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be a long nap.
Until somebody kills me. I'm not. I can't. No.
You wouldn't want to see it.
No. See what?
It's probably not going to be like Walking Dead, but what if it was like Walking Dead? Wouldn't you want to see that?
No.
Oh, wow. Oh, I would love to see that.
What, people killing other people for their food and shit because zombies are coming?
No, not like that part of The Walking Dead where like the real live people are killing live people just because they're afraid of what's going on in the world. No, I want to see zombies like and attacking people. That would be awesome. You don't think that would be awesome?
No. I mean, yeah, I'd be awesome to watch other people get eaten, but the moment zombies are on my block, I'm killing myself.
Well, yeah, but I want to see it, and then I'll be like, oh, this is they're going to get me. But that was pretty fucking cool to watch. Now I'm going to die.
Yeah. That's good for you, not for me.
Yeah, you can like live tweet it.
I'm going to be the guy that's so paranoid. It's going to be a fake news story on fucking April Fools. Zombies are... Oh, Joe, you should have waited till the end of the story. It was April Fools. I won't jump the gun. I'll make sure I see them on my street before I panic.
Right.
You know.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I guess. I would love to see it, and maybe have like a quick getaway, and then, live in the woods until I die.
Live in the woods?
Yeah, until I won't be long.
I mean, I'd be good. I'd be good because
really
I do
a
have
woods kinda
hunting
guy.
skills. You know, I do have. I have hunting skills, so I'd be good in the apocalypse. You'd want me on your team.
Yeah, of course, but we have to wake you up from your scary naps every day. Joe, it's time to wake up. The apocalypse is still here.
I don't know. If I panic, I get tired.
That would be a hilarious Walking Dead, like a funny Walking Dead skit. Just like everyone's like fears what they do when they're scared, and you just like every time like a zombie comes, raw, you just like curl up on the couch, like what is he doing?
Apparently, he's our savior, but he needs a good 8 hours first before he starts saving you guys. Can you build a wall and hold up these zombies?
Let him get a good nap in.
But I don't know. I don't like when I see. I feel like when they wear the masks, when the Asians wear the masks, it's like I feel like they should feel like over there it's smoggy. They should feel like this is like a new globe. Like, oh my god, I didn't know breathing was possible.
Yeah, maybe they're just so used to it. And they think there's all kinds of germs in the air. And
I know, but this woman was like, I was by the hiking trail with my dog. It's like woodsy,
right.
And she's walking up a sidewalk. There's no buildings, no smoke, no. It's like, take it off now. If you can't take it off, then.
Right. Yeah, I think
we're in nature, man.
Maybe they believe there's more than just in nature. It's just germs and shit in the air.
Yeah, it's germ warfare. I think that's what's there.
Yeah, well, let me just tell you something.
What?
Say I was in on the germ warfare and I knew that was happening. I wouldn't be walking out with a little paper mask in the middle of the germ warfare, like everything's fine up a fucking trail watching you walk your dog.
Yeah, that's true, probably.
You know what I'm saying? I would be taking the nap with my mask on, going, I can't believe we're in the middle of fucking germ warfare.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think this through totally. You know what I mean? I just, I'm not like trying. I don't have a whole military plan, and a guy I know in the government told us that he works cybersecurity in the Pentagon, and he's stocking up on antibiotics and shit. So I was like, whatever. I let it go, and then I'm just driving, and I see this Asian woman walking with her mask, and I'm like, she fucking knows something.
And that's all.
And this is why I can't be in charge of anything, because I panic too quick. I saw one person walking up the street, and I'm like, we got to lock this place down. I already one drive. I support Trump's immigration plan, and I'm one SARS mask, and I'm like, see, they're bringing us their germs. But what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
End of summer, baby.
Huh?
End of summer, man. It's sad. I mean, not for me, but you know. I see a lot of people telling me they're sad, the summer's over. But, you know what I mean?
You're like a weird therapist. It's like a therapist goes, hey, I got raped. Did you? Nah, somebody told me they got raped and they feel bad. Like, what are you talking about? Sad, summer's over. You said, nah, not me. Somebody else was. Like,
no, I mean,
feelings of the world.
No, I'm kind of sad. I do. Fall's my happiest time, I hope.
Really?
No, I usually.
Fall.
I like the smell of the leaves and shit. Fucking amber waves.
Because your life is like that fall for everybody else. Like for me, fall is death and misery. Your whole life is death and misery. So I think fall is like spring to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, but it's the smell of the leaves, fucking pumpkins and shit, fucking, cool air, fucking s'mores
and sell me on fall.
S'mores and fires and shit.
I don't care. You could say all the good things that you've seen in a Charlie Brown movie. I don't give a fuck.
I'm Charlie Brown.
I hate fall, man.
Why? It's free air conditioning. It's like it's beautiful. It's just like the air coming through the windows and shit.
I hate
fucking. You don't like brown leaves, yellow, brown, red, the changing, the foliage, the fall foliage? You don't like that?
What is this, the Upstate New York commercial? No. I mean, it looks pretty. I do like the changing of the leaves. I do. But I don't like fall's feeling in the air. It's just it's death, man.
No, that's winter's death.
No.
Winter is coming.
Winter sucks ass, too. But that's what fall's doing, preparing you for the miserable winter.
No. It's fall, everything's like falling back into place. That's what I look at.
That's a positive spin on fall.
It is. No, but it's like, the stuff.
But you go falling back in place. Okay.
I don't know. I just like it, man. I mean, I like summer. I'm depressed because I didn't get to the beach as much as I wanted this summer. Right. So I'm like, damn, I ran out of time. I kept like putting it off. Like, next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. Now it's like, boom. But I mean, I go to the beach in the fall, looking for what? What are you laughing at?
Sometimes just the way you can put a sentence together. Just
what? What was the sentence I put together?
Just that whole thing. Like I was like this week and next week, and boom, like it was over. Like we got to the end this week and next week, then boom, and it's just the way you said it.
That's how it felt. It was like boom, summer's over.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't care about seasons. I don't like fall, but I love spring. I love that April, May when you get to put your windows down and put your music up a little bit. You got like this. That's my favorite time.
Oh, spring is good too. Baseball's coming. Yeah, it's a lot of hope, a lot of sunshine heading our way. Yeah, it sounds like a song lyric. I don't know.
A lot of hope, a lot of sunshine heading our way. It's like
baseball, sunshine heading our way.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm singing a song on accident.
Absolutely, yeah. No. But
the fall. It's just I don't know, man. I like it.
I'm so glad I have this like little day job. I'm going to try to do well with this little part-time job, just because it'll get me out of the house every day. Because I can let fall. Well, I mean, thank God comedy is always usually busy in the fall, so it makes me feel good about myself.
Yeah.
But just a general fall when it's gray, leaves are falling, you hear the rain, like this is just blah, it's just blah.
Yeah, but like crisp air, you see the stars and shit, you're outside at night, fucking moons and shit, like fucking baseball on TV, playoffs, no?
Yeah, that's
nice. Hoodies? Back with the hoodies? Yeah. I love hoodie weather, man. Just not like a thick winter jacket, but a hoodie, like, nice.
Yeah. Yes, nice.
Hot chocolate, fucking...
Yeah, I get it. You got pumpkin coffee.
I like pumpkin coffee like the first year.
I never liked it.
It was new. That was back when I was really into sugary coffee.
Right.
They pour that fucking spice sugar. It's just now I don't put any sugar in my coffee, and I barely put cream in it anymore. I'm like switching to black coffee, like a man.
My nephew did that. My nephew was like, he used to drink a lot of cream, a lot of sugar, and just weaned himself off to where he just drinks it black.
Yeah.
Never gonna. I mean, it's something I should do if I like coffee so much. But
I've noticed if the coffee's good, like when I started making it in the French press and I started really getting it down, like the good ratio of water to coffee. First time tastes like inside of an asshole, and then like a few times later, I really got it, like a good. And one day I put it in my tumbler. And I leave the house, and I'm sipping it, and I'm like, this is good. And I look, there's no fucking milk in it. I had no idea that's how good it was.
Wow.
So I'm just saying, if you make good coffee, you don't need milk.
Right.
So now what I do when I go out to a place and they give me coffee, I try it black.
Right.
If it's ass, cream. If it's double ass, cream and sugar. Like
that's the thing. I mean, they even say with food, when you get a meal, like don't throw salt on it right away.
No.
Take a couple of bites, see where you're at with it. Like it's like when I get a steak, I don't go, let me get steak sauce and just dump it. I'm like, give me a side. I'm going to take a bite. If it's good enough without the sauce, I don't need the steak sauce.
Steak sauce to me signals this steak sucks ass.
Absolutely.
Because I don't like anything on my steak but a little butter, maybe a little pepper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or like the little like garlic aioli they put on it sometimes.
Dude, I don't even know what aioli is, but if it's on the menu, I want it. I never even Googled it. It just sounds fancy. Like, it's a sandwich got aioli.
Which is just mayonnaise.
Is it?
I think so. I think it's really just a fancy way to say
aioli's mayonnaise? I thought it was like a juice or some shit.
What did you say? Aioli is what?
You said aioli is a mayonnaise? I thought it was a juice or some shit.
Mayonnaise? Is that how it's said?
What? What do you say? How are you supposed to say it?
I don't think I say it like that.
How do you say it?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
See, I have an extra little syllable in there. I don't have that one when I say it. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Did we say it the same way?
No, we don't. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
That's what I just say. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
See? Mayonnaise.
You're not pronouncing the Y.
You're like mayonnaise.
That's what it's called. Mayonnaise.
I know. That's why it threw me off because I don't say it like that.
Oh,
like
you say mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
You put an N in there? Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise. This mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Whatever's in there. It's just the word is mayonnaise. I don't know what letters are in there. I make it up.
It's mayonnaise.
See, that's now I say it. Mayonnaise. That's why it threw me off.
All right. But that's what aioli is?
I think so.
I don't know, man. I think there's like
a look. How do you spell it?
Aioli?
Yeah.
A-O-L-I, I think. Aioli. A-O-L-I.
A-I-O-L-I.
A-I-O-L-I? Yeah, that sounds right, yeah.
So, well, this one says aioli mayo.
But is aioli...
Shush, man. I'm going to get there.
I know. You're just... It's an Android he's using, people. That's why we can't get...
Sean, I wasn't... I didn't hit enter. I was just reading what was coming
Google,
up.
It's the Google Chrome all fast and shit.
Aioli is a Mediterranean sauce made of garlic and olive oil. In some regions, other emulsifiers such as eggs are used. The name means garlic and oil. So it's not really, but like that's what some places call it, aioli mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's aioli is like mayonnaise. That's what it says.
Okay. So it's like a mayonnaise. All right, whatever. Anyway, we like it. We like it, you know. But I don't even know how we got on the topic of that steak.
Because we're fat in food. That's how we got
fat
on
in
top.
Food.
We started talking about pumpkin spice and stuff.
Oh yeah, the
like
fall shit. The fall shit. Barbecues.
What? Where did you get barbecues in fall?
You don't barbecue in the fall?
What? No.
It's nice out, not hot. You can, hoodies.
Spring barbecues. Spring
and fall.
barbecues.
And fall. Cook a steak on the grill in the fall.
I don't mind cooking outside when it's cooler out, of course, but it's not like that's not what I think about when I think of fall.
No, but if my backyard was done, man, have some friends over, barbecue, little hoodies, put the fire pit on, marshmallows.
Yeah, that's nice night out. You smoke a cigar outside or something. That's nice.
That would be
I get
great.
It is. It is nice. It's just you could say all these awesome fucking LL Bean magazine pictures. It doesn't make fall any better to me. Okay, I don't like the fall.
You don't like the fall. What are you gonna do? You don't like the fall.
Yeah,
I like it.
I mean, some people do. Some people like that.
Like Halloween. You like Halloween candy and shit.
Yeah, I like candy all year long. I don't need fucking
no, but like
masks.
the whole Halloween atmosphere. Like you don't like to decorate and shit.
You know what? I never really did. I never was into Halloween.
My
family was never into it. So, I mean, like put a little stuff up in the window. Always have a bowl of candy out for the kids. But it was never like it never was a big thing in my house.
I love being home when I'm able to be home for Halloween. I love like doorbell ringing. There's like this miniature Batman, just like.
Yeah.
Like totally, awesome. Like totally into it. Like the one kid's totally into it. He almost has like a stance.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, Batman. Take as much as you want, buddy.
No, I like watching little kids enjoy Halloween. I love that, of course. Yeah. But there's nothing about fall. Broads like fall. They get to wear their fucking scarves and their Uggs and their you know what I mean? They get to wear shit that they haven't got wear all summer.
Uggs is still a thing?
I think so.
I saw somebody post something about Uggs, and it's what I used to think, but somebody put it into a meme. They looked like elephant feet. Like they look like they have elephant feet. Like it's never something I articulated, but I'm like I maybe I didn't even think elephant feet. I'm like, they just look like they have like animal feet.
Yes.
Like, it looks odd, the Ugg. Yeah,
it does. It does. I'm over the look. I mean, it's what, 6-7 years now, right? 8 years. How long's Uggs been around?
Yeah,
I was maybe even 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And I had to get my daughter like the pair, a couple like that was like the Christmas gift of gifts.
Right.
You have to get the Uggs, you have to fucking spray it down with that fucking chemical so they don't get water damage.
I never had a daughter or Uggs, so I don't know. My wife don't wear them, so we never sprayed nothing. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, it's protected. It's like it's alive. It's like you have an animal on your foot.
You didn't have to tell us you have a daughter. Just you could have said no to the Uggs. I ain't never had a daughter, all right? So I don't know nothing about these Uggs. All right.
Oh, my God. So, Mike don't like the fall.
Summer's always... I'm not a big summer fan. So I'm not a big sun fan anymore. Like, you know what I mean? So...
which would make me think you would like the fall since you're not a fan of the sun.
No, No, I like the spring. Even though the sun's out, I take some allergy pills, but I don't like the fucking boiling hot.
Yeah.
Like, we went to that game.
Yeah, that was hot, though.
That was hot, but like for some reason it wasn't that humid, so I was fine with it.
Right.
The sun was baking though.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! It was like 96. My phone was like, no.
Dude, I slept like a day and a half after that game from baking in the sun for that many hours.
Yeah.
I just came home. We got home like it was a 1 o'clock game, right?
Yeah.
Got home at like 6. I slept till like 3 o'clock the next day. Oh, it's like holy shit! I needed.
Yeah, man, because we were standing in the sun.
Yeah. Drinking soda,
killing us, eating fucking sausage and peppers and steak sandwiches.
Yeah.
One hit the whole time. Judge hits a home run, and where am I? In a hallway eating a fucking sausage sandwich.
Yeah, you got up the wrong time.
I got up and I'm sitting in this hallway. I wanted out of the sun for a minute, so I'm in the shade and I'm like leaning up against this like pole. Got my soda rested on a garbage can, and I can just see a little monitor, like half a monitor, out underneath one of the mezzanines. I'm just looking at the monitor, and I can see Judge's up the bat. I'm like shoving the sandwich in my face, and then I hear the place erupts, and I look at the monitor, but he's still up because of the delay. The delay in television, televising it, he hit a home run in the stadium, but on TV it still was at bat.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I was like, what the fuck are they yelling at? And I was like, it clicked, delay, and then I run out. And now I'm looking at the monitor. He hits the home run. I get out to like the stadium to look, and he's already at home. I'm like, motherfucker.
You never go get food when the Yankees are up.
It was between innings, but there was a long line. And then as I'm walking back, I'm like, I don't feel like going out in that sun and eating in the sun.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
No, the best place in Yankee Stadium, I got tickets the other night, is that middle level, that loge level.
Yeah,
I don't know if they still call it the Loge, but they did in the old Yankee Stadium. But it's like you got the overhang.
Yeah, it's the best.
Boom.
Yeah.
It was like we were in left field.
Oh, just so you guys know, it's the period at the end of it.
Oh my God! Yeah, I had a good game the other night. I was at a lot of scoring. It was awesome, but it was long. It was like 4 hours long because like pitchers.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like what was it, the Thursday game? It was like 3 hours and 45 minutes. The game.
That was a Boston game, right?
Yeah.
They won that one, lost the Friday, and then won Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, man, they did what they had to do.
Yeah.
Yankees are looking pretty good.
They look good today. They were down 3-0 in the third, and I was our second, and I was like, you know what, man, these bats are not going to sleep. So we're down 3-0, but I don't think this is over. And in that inning, we went up 5-3.
Nah, this team, it's never over. They always have the ability to just rattle off a bunch. Mm-hmm. They were, for a little bit. I'm looking at some of the fan interaction on our
these fancy terms.
Fancy terms. I wish I could communicate with them, but then I can't focus on the conversation.
That's what I had my phone in my hand. I was like, you know what? I'll start looking at some comments.
Dave Kuna says the shine on Joe's head today. Yeah, buddy.
Is it shiny? You know what?
I'm bald.
My face my screen is over your head, so I don't see.
Yeah, I do have a good shine. I was in the sun a lot today, but.
And when I hit the thing, the comment to go to it says cannot play video. When I hit it, cannot play video.
Yes. See, Sheila Haustowski, my cousin, she loves sweater weather. It's sweater weather. The fall, Broads. Baseball.
Good.
Yeah,
cool.
She's a broad, but guys like it too. Is there any guys out there that likes the fall?
Likes is the fall.
Likes is I slipped up a little bit on that.
Likes is the fall. Any guys likes is the fall.
Especially chubby guys like us, they're no more sweating. It's nice.
Yeah, you would think. Everything about me says shade. I get it. I don't like the death of fall. I don't like it.
Yeah, I hear you. Have you ever just stopped and checked out the foliage, though? And the beauty?
I do. I have. I never said foliage, but I look at it.
I don't think you just said it there either.
I didn't. That's how rare I've said it.
Try and say it.
Foliage. I got to say it real slow. My tongue gets in the way.
Say mayonnaise and foliage.
Mayonnaise foliage.
Yeah, there we go. Aioli.
Mayonnaise. No, I do like when I do upstate, like I'll do gigs in Albany when I'm driving up. It's really beautiful. I do like that. And I know a lot of people come from around the world just to drive up that, upstate New York and see that foliage. I get it. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. It's still bright to me. When the leaves are on the trees and they've changed orange, the sun is still bright. It's nice. It's when the trees are empty and it's like 3 weeks before winter starts, and you just got the fucking death and just like rain, sleety rain. It fucking sucks, man.
But football?
I don't care.
I thought you were a football fan. That's like my cousin Dean said. Football season. It's football season.
I'm not a big football fan. I like football, but I'm not a football fan.
But you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, so.
Yeah, but that's aside from the point. I used to watch football when I was younger. In the mid-'90s, I got really busy with life and just stopped watching football.
Yeah, but
even when the Cowboys were on top, I was like watching it, but not watching it as much anymore.
Yeah.
I lost interest in it. And I watch it, and I enjoy it, but it's not as interested as I am as I like baseball.
Did you join the knockout pool this year? The Comedy Shop knockout pool?
He did. I'm joining that. There was another one. A family member of mine passed on $100 to get in. I want to do this. Mm-hmm. Last year they had 28 winners. I think 17 of them took home $37,000 apiece.
It's pretty good change.
Yeah.
17 people took home $37,000.
Yes.
Where'd this guy keep all this cash in a fucking?
I don't know.
In a warehouse.
I'll tell you right now.
That's a big PayPal account if they were paying through PayPal.
They were. I think they were paying for PayPal.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's insane.
I don't want to give wrong numbers.
I joined James's. I don't know, the knockout pools. I never have any luck in. Dude, I was in a knockout pool one year. The Cardinals were playing the Patriots in Foxborough opening day. You're like, nobody's beat. They're not going to be Tom Brady in Foxborough. Dude, everybody but one guy took the Patriots. The pool was over in like a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Here you go. Last year, 28 entries lasted the full 17 weeks and took home approximately $34,000 each.
Wow, off $100 bet.
Of $100.
That's insane. That's a lot of people in that pool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even going to try and do math, but
I couldn't even do it. I tried it earlier, just thinking.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's well beyond our pay grade.
Yeah.
To be like, Joe, calculate this. I'll be like, lots. Lots. How many? More. So many. Just.
Yeah. So I wanted to do that one so bad, but I don't think I have $100 to throw away in a week because I'm that guy. I'll pick something stupid. I'll be out in a week. Yeah. I will not be one of the $34,000 winners. This is not happening for me. I know that. So I might do the James one. I asked James what was like the top prize. It's like $400, something like that. It's like a little.
I know. I joined anyway.
A little deflating.
He goes to me. We were at the Sands Casino the other day, and he's like, "How come you didn't join my pool?" And I'm like, "I don't like them. I don't like the knockout pools. I like the old tickets where you pick."
Oh, you went to the Sands with them?
Yeah.
Was there a show or something, or just went?
No, we just went out because me and Kerry met them out there.
Did you go to eat there at the restaurants?
Yeah, we went to the Carnegie Deli, and I overspent for sandwiches. It was
I would say
insane, but not a good luck day for me at the casino. It was just amazing. But we had a dealer who didn't know how to do math, so he was paying me like double on a lot of bets. So that was nice. Oh, so I wasn't winning a lot, but when I did win, I was getting more than I deserved. So it was like...
What were you playing?
3-card poker.
What about the other game that we played?
They didn't have it there. They didn't have the 4-card.
I have it. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so we played the 3-card. I was just playing the bonus, and he was like doubling my bets. Like, I won only a few times, but every time I did, I won great.
Did Carrie play?
She did slots and shit, you know. But, you know. Then they went shopping, doing broad shit. You know, you get the little mall.
Oh, yeah,
they got a little mall, which is great. If you bring a lady, be like, get out of here. Oh, look at shoes or some shit.
Great if you bring a lady and you're from 1961.
Hey, lady. I don't know why that came out.
Let them go shopping, you know, like broads do.
Nah, but when they found out there was a mall, it was almost like us finding out there's something great that we do.
Yeah, right now.
You know.
No,
it's almost like being in like shopping for clothes with them, and they're like, "Yo, the game's on the other room." Be like, see you later.
Right. The thing I know it's nice, the Carnegie Deli, but they also have a good restaurant in there too, a really nice restaurant. But in the food court,
Mike Burton did the math. He said 2 billion people.
2 billion?
I don't know. He said that.
I think
it's got to be off. He's probably just guessing.
Yeah, So you're going to show your work, Mike?
Yeah, show your work. Can you comment a picture with your notes?
Yeah, please.
But yeah.
But like at the Sands, when you go where the mall is, it's a food court. There's a huge food court in there. I know you're not going to go to food court when you're out with your girl doing a night out, but in there's this Philly steak place. Like it's I don't even know the name. It's like a fucking fast food steak joint, but they have like a steak bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They have steak, onions, and peppers on top of fries.
Ooh.
So the steak, onions, and peppers are sopping on. It's just a bowl, and the fries underneath it. Oh,
aioli? They got aioli.
Huh?
Aioli?
There's
no.
There's no aioli.
Well, you know what it was? We got there. We were so hungry. We saw the entrance we came in. It was Carnegie Deli and then some Emeril's Burger Palace.
Yeah.
And my wife's a vegetarian, so you know. At least she can get like a fucking lettuce and tomato.
Chinese joint. There's a Chinese joint.
We didn't even walk around. We were so hungry. Like, right here's good. We just went in and just started ordering. Then we realized all the other restaurants. Once we fed ourselves and we were walking to the casino. But
buffet. I
like that casino. That was nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice. I mean, I'm not a big casino guy, but occasionally to
Me neither.
roll out. Yeah. Pfft. Your picture's on the wall at everyone we go to.
Yeah.
Built by Mike Gaffney.
Owes us money.
Yeah. This wall was built by Mike Gaffney losings.
This wing.
Yeah.
They
have a lot of poker tables.
I actually wanted to go Sunday. Is that when you guys went?
Saturday.
I actually wanted to go Sunday to play poker, but I just had no motivation to drive an hour and a half.
Yeah, there's a lot of poker there. I saw this
huge program.
Yeah, and a lot of Baccarat, and then they had
Baccarat's like dominant.
It's all over that casino. And then I saw this thing. It was like blackjack, but like stadium blackjack.
Oh, I saw that. Like it was over there by the Baccarat.
Like there's a guy playing, but then you're all like on computer screens.
Like it's like huge.
Yeah,
it's like an arena of blackjack.
Yeah, like dude, we were playing 3-card, and me and James just had like the worst luck. We're like the two middle people, and there's two people on each side of us, two broads to our right, and two guys off just killing it, and we're just getting dog shit.
Right.
The whole time. It's just unbelievable. You're just like, this is just not our day.
That's the luck, man. The luck of the fucking draw in those games, man.
The dealer that couldn't do math, he was very slow with everything, the dealing, the flipping the cards. So you felt like, man, I've been playing for hours, but only because this guy was slow as molasses.
Right, which is good, I guess. So
no, it's good. You don't,
You didn't play any roulette or anything like that?
No, I just like the 3-card, chill, just, try and hit one of those big ones. I don't,
How much was the table? 15?
We found there was a $5 table there. There was one $5 table, and then the rest were like 10s. Wow. But I sat at the 5. I'm like, let's do it. But I was
$5 table on a Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm glad that it was though, because I was such a loser. Anything it allowed me to stay there for a while. James is like, you gonna bet a little more? I'm like, can I have any sort of a semblance of a run going before I decide to bet more? I need to. Like nothing's going my way.
Did James hit at all?
Yeah, we would hit. Like I hit a lot, like with pushes. You know what I mean? I get some pairs, and then I got like a flush that I got paid double on.
Okay.
I hit like 4 times, but I got paid extra, so It was great because you just see him doing math in his head. He's like, because even say like the guy to my left got like a 3 of a kind or like the big ones, and you have to call the pit boss over for those winnings.
Yeah, right.
And the guy's like, no, it's this. Like the guy's like just telling him how much to put out there. Because the dude's just like, he looks like I would be on the other side, just like that. I'd be like, what? I don't
just hand them chips. How many do you think you get?
Yeah. Or like the guy to the left of me kept telling him, no, you're supposed to pay me this.
Right.
Or James is helping him pay somebody else. James is like, no, they're supposed to get $230 on that bet. He's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, this guy, I don't even know how this guy got past this far.
Yeah. He must have been covering. It might have been like a poker dealer and he just brought over to cover.
Well, he left. He goes, I'm going on a 20-minute break because he was doing a string of bad hands to everybody. And the guy to the left of him, he's like, make it 25. So this Asian broad comes up and she's doing good. That's when I started getting a couple things.
Right.
And then he comes back. I'm like, that's been 20 minutes? Like, get out of here. Get out of here. And I'm telling you, he came and it turned again. It's like, I believe in a mush.
Yeah.
A cooler, whatever the terms are. It's like,
cool, yeah.
He's like, we're having fun. You know?
Put him in the bathroom.
Yeah, like guys are tossing her tips. Like, yo, you're doing good.
I don't want to look at your face while I'm rolling. Put him in the bedroom.
Yeah, then he comes, does his whole hand flip thing.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. All right, man. A Jack 8-2. Nice. All different suits. Keep that coming, buddy.
So all you play is 3-card.
And I did I did a Wheel of Fortune slot. I throw a Wheel of Fortune slot. Carrie's playing Wheel of Fortune. Her machine's just sucking. Not even give her a 1 Wheel of Fortune. I go, dude, not one Wheel of Fortune. Not even like, I think I got like one like little teeny win. Gave me like 5 quarters, you know? And then it's $20. Just bang, 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 gone. So I'm like, I hate slots.
You were playing quarters or dollars?
Quarters. Carrie wanted to play quarters, so we're there. And James is to the left of Carrie, killing it.
Really?
Freaking Wheel of Fortune every other spin. This old lady comes on the machine I do, pops hers in, just Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. I'm like, hey, this ain't my day. Yeah, James.
We went a couple of weeks ago, and I played poker, played everything, and I was like when we were leaving, it was like I was down $60 or something like that, right? And then he sat down. We were done. I kept winning on these. We were playing penny slots. I won like $200 on a penny slots. I was, like I said, I was down $60, and we had been there 4 hours. I was like, fuck it, this is a good day. And he sat back down. We were leaving. I was cashing in. I put my money into my receipts in to get cash. I got my cash, and I came over, and he was sitting down in the machine. And so I'm waiting for him to play that machine. I took my money and went over to another machine and lost everything.
Oh, man.
Everything. I was like, motherfucker. The last 10 minutes, I lost $200 and something in the machine. And I had been like playing, having fun, enjoying it. Like, it wasn't great. It wasn't killing it, but I was like, cash $70 in this one, $80 out of that machine, $200 out of that machine. I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
I had $300. I went there with $300. I was walking out of there with like $220. So it was like $80 I lost. I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. It's $80. And then fucking waiting for him. I was like, gone. I walked out. I didn't even have $1. I didn't have $1. We were gonna go play lottery because it was like when the mega was up to the billions. The Powerball was up to the billions.
Yeah,
almost $1 billion. And we were gonna play Pennsylvania. So you play some in Pennsylvania, New York. And he pulls into the gas station. He's like, we're gonna play the lottery. I'm like, dude, I'm broke. I have no lottery money. I had money. I had lottery money 15 fucking minutes ago. And I have no lottery money. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's not in the cards for me to win at gambling like that on lotteries. I mean, playing poker I can do well. Playing a tournament I do well. But playing risking money in any card games or any roulettes or anything like that, it's not in it for me. It's just not in the cards.
It's not in it for anybody. That's why those games, it's all luck. There's no skill.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they put the number thing on the side of the roulette. People are like, dude, red is due. It's like, that don't mean anything. It makes you think that means something.
Absolutely.
But that thing doesn't mean anything. Due.
No, they say every roll, every spin of the roulette wheel is the exact same odds.
Yeah.
It's the exact same odds now.
Roulette is exciting. It's fun. Like when you hit, you're like, holy shit. Like a straight number, you're like, yeah.
Some guy put a video up on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. Like a friend of mine, I forget who it was watching a guy play roulette, and the guy had hundreds of dollars on number 23. I think that's my number.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars, and that hit was like I think the kid said like a $38,000 hit.
38,000?
Yeah.
Ew, man, I would pass out. Right.
Yeah, he's like the kid. Whoever was posting the video was watching the guy, like, because the guy had so much money on 23, just so much money all around it, and 23 came out. He was like, "Oh, that's my number. I play it sometimes. I play it on I played a roulette on a casino online, and I had taken my money. I put $60 in there, and I had it up to $1,800 from just playing roulette. And I had surrounded 23. And I won like $780 just on the number 23.
Wow.
And I was like, "Boy, I had an $1,800. I was playing on my tablet. I remember I left. I had to do a show. I had to do Tierney's. I spotted Tierney's.
Uh-huh.
I went and done Tierney's. I came home. So it's in Jersey, so I got home real early, like 9:45. I just put the tablet down 5 minutes before I walked away. I was up like 1,400. Left, came back home after like 2 hours of being out, laid down on the bed, had put money in to cash out, like I was cashing out 1,000, left 400 in, lost that 400 in less than fucking 12 seconds.
Yeah. And
went and canceled the cash out. Like you have like a whole 24 hours to cancel your cash out. I was like, cancel that. Keep that 1,000 over here. And then before I know it, I was putting $300 in.
Yeah.
It's not made for me to win.
It's not made for you, man. It's not made for you. It's not
Nope.
made for anybody. I mean, it's just... It's
definitely not made for somebody who is oblivious to it not being made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely not made for a guy who clearly sees the signs that it's not made for him and still can't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not made for that guy.
I saw some Asian game. I'm walking around. It looked like you had dominoes or some shit, but it looks like on a card table. I don't know if they were playing dominoes. It looked like dominoes.
A lot of words in this sentence, Joe. Can you slow down?
But you know what I mean now? You ever seen that? It's some like Dragon Fury or some shit. There's a lot of...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dragon Fury sounds like a movie.
I don't know. Enter the Dragon, dominoes. It was these black
like
rectangles.
It doesn't even look like a fucking game.
Yeah, I was just like, I would never go to that table. They don't look like they want to teach me.
People playing. There's no white people playing that. And no Americans. Nobody understands that game.
I know. That could be my game. I'm just too afraid. It could be like where I have my luck.
It's like at Foxwoods. Remember at Foxwoods, in that one casino, you would go in that one area, and it was all like where the Chinese restaurant was. There was just this whole Chinese game, and this huge table, and like 50 people standing around this table, and there's all like numbers, like lit up numbers. It looked like a fucking Chinese restaurant. It looked like a menu items, and there's people just betting, big plaques, like, oh yeah! And it was so insane.
Dude, Asians love to gamble, man.
And smoke cigarettes.
It's like, and they, you know, you look at the color of the chips, you're like, you like to gamble a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, right. No, yeah.
You know, they're not sitting there, flipping through $10 chips like me, $25 chips.
No.
A lot of dark chips in there. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
And just like two hands, you're just like, wow. Can I watch you lose this money? That's a lot of money. That's exciting to watch you.
When you play Asian, like when I play poker, you can either make a lot of money because they're if you could figure out how loose cannons they are.
Yeah.
They are gambling degenerates, right? So when they're playing poker, some of them are really good at the game. But if you could figure out one, like there was a guy and a woman sat at a table I was at a few months ago, and they both sat with. They came from another table that broke up, and they both had probably $600-700 in front of them on the table.
Yeah.
And I probably won, I would say, 400 off them. They just kept throwing money. Like every bet was $75. Like they just were fucking. And then the woman, she dominated, and like she beat every. People were like, when she left, they say she plays a lot, and they're like, yeah, that's whatever her name was. She's really good.
Okay.
But they're like ballsy, man, when it comes to money. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just counting like, oh, there goes a car payment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm too fucking scared to lose and I'm a gambling degenerate, but I need the money.
Right.
It's like every time I put out there, it's like, yeah, I'll put it out there, but fuck, I really need that to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't bet scared.
That's was a scared money never wins or something?
Yeah.
That was in some fucking movie I saw one time or some shit.
I was in Rounders.
Is that what it was in, Rounders? It's so true, though. I have like friends who sometimes win big, but you go to the casino with them. They bet they're not there long. They bet big and hope to win big, and they're done quick.
Yeah,
it's like I'm not like me chipping away, having a good time. They're like, let me try and win big first.
Absolutely,
and then I'll have a good time.
Yes,
but if I don't win big first, then I'm going to the steakhouse and I'm hitting the road.
Yep,
like that's like their attitude, and I'm like, I just don't have that in me.
No,
like I want to win, chip away, get a lot, and then maybe think about doing a big bet.
Right,
big bet with their money, not big bet with my money.
Yeah, right.
You know.
My friend goes, him and his buddies go to the casino once a year, like a guy's trip, and it's like 8 of them, and they go to roulette, and they all get a $25 chip, and they all put it on a number. Right? They all put it on a number, and then if somebody wins, and he goes 90% of the time someone will win, their number will win out of the 10 guys who go. That they go out and they eat steak. They go to steakhouse and the guy buys steak. Whoever won.
That's
so
good.
It's $25 times 36 to 1 is what?
I don't know. Is Mike Burton doing math problems still? Because
it's almost 700. I think it's got to be like what? 640. Let's see. 720, and then another. Yeah, it's like $900 roughly. You win. So you go out, you go to a steakhouse, everybody gets drinking, steaks.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it is good.
If it works.
Yeah, but it doesn't, I guess. We're not going to the steak.
Going to McDonald's on the way home. That's how I get. Like, I remember that time we went out to Pittsburgh to do that A&E pilot or whatever, that Stand Up Anonymous.
Oh, yeah. We went to
we did that theater. We did Wheeling, West Virginia. Yeah, and I went on I put in a penny slot. I put like a 20, and on one shot I won $150. I was like, cash out. And I went and bought myself like a $50 steak.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go.
Me and Roz were panhandling for an hour.
Oh, were you guys? I was like, damn. I even went downstairs and like bet on dogs. They had like a live dog racing thing there, and I'm like, I used to bet on horses with my grandpa. Like growing up, I was going to the track, but dogs are so weird because like you watch horses come out, you're like, oh, that looks like a powerful horse. Number 5. I'm gonna bet. I just like the way he looks. But these dogs come out, they look like they're cancer patients. They're like all ribs. You're just like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna go with. I'm just gonna pick my favorite color, I guess. And then, but like in a horse race, you could see your horse. Right. And follow it. You're like, come on, whatever the fuck your name is. You know what I mean? And then, and you see it.
Good name, actually.
Yeah. But then dogs are just, it's like all white and gray dogs in this pack. You're just like, did my dog win? I don't know. I saw a blob of dogs go past the finish, like the whole way and then through the finish line. And then they just like, then they tell you who won. You're like, how do they know? How do they know? I know they have cameras, but like that number sequence came up pretty quick to have like this blob of dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But That was weird betting on dogs. I don't know. The dog thing is.
It was how many times? Because I didn't bet anything but machines. I played poker at Whaling, and it was good. I was having fun. I was winning until Roz hovered over me. It was like, can I get $100? I'll give it back when we get to the room. I'm like, fuck. I gave her 100, and it kind of like fucked my flow up. And then like, I remember what's his name? What was his name? That was with us.
Billy Robinson.
It was sitting in the poker room, just sitting there watching me, and I'm like, this isn't working for me, guys. You guys got to go find your own thing to do and leave me the fuck alone. But just nobody left me alone, so I got up and I was like, this isn't fun. So I was doing well, and then I went right to the slot machines and stood right next to fucking Roz and dumped all my cash.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you answering comments on the feed?
I'm not. Can't open it. Every time I try to open it, it won't open.
I see your head down. You look like you're really sad. We can't tell if you just look like you hang your head in shame.
I'm a little sad too, but I mean.
Are you?
But, yeah, but I can't get.
Why are you sad?
Just because my buddy, my boy.
Oh, yeah.
So just somebody just text me now saying, "What are you up to? Are you around?" Mm-hmm. And I said, "I'm recording my podcast right now. What's up?" And he said, we need to reach out because he's not doing good at all.
That sucks, man.
And I knew when I was in Vegas, he called me. We went and talked in a while. And he called me.
Somebody put Mike's sad corner.
And he called me when I was in Vegas. And we talked for about 45 minutes. He was laughing, joking, but I knew I was doing well. And then he called me the next day, maybe the day after that. And when he called, I was like, what's up? And he was like, hey. And then it just went dead. The phone went dead. Mm-hmm. I dropped the call, and I was just like getting ready to take a nap. I'm like, I don't feel like talking right now. So if he'll call me back if he's got a good connection. Yeah. And then I just never talked to him again. That was 3 weeks ago. We haven't really talked. He was like saying, we get together and hang out. He's like, I'm not doing well. I'm like, I don't care. I'll get a cup of coffee or something. But yeah, he's not doing well.
It's tough, man.
Yeah,
it's tough. But
yeah, I don't know. You can't. I mean, there's no words to be said. You already know that what you're doing it doesn't work. You can't do beer here, it's weed there, and that's it. If that's what you could do, you wouldn't have been in this predicament to begin with. Who the fuck could smoke a joint, drink a beer here and there, and still wound up with a fucking dope fiend habit for 20 years, and then kick the dope fiend habit? And, oh yeah, I can just smoke a joint and drink a beer. Oh really? You could have done that the whole time. You chose to shoot heroin. No.
Yeah.
That's Mike's real hot corner.
It's Mike's hot corner?
Yeah.
That's very sad.
Yeah, well, you asked.
All right, well. Did you want to talk about your weekend of shows, or you want to end the podcast? Because you seem very...
No, we can talk about the weekend of shows.
Okay. I didn't know if you had to get back to your text because your head's down. I didn't want to...
No, I was trying to open up the fucking Facebook thing. See
mine's open. Terry Collins says, look at those beautiful faces.
That's uncomfortable.
Why? Somebody said we're beautiful, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't need to hear it from him. Thanks.
Flattery's good from everywhere. So
you can take
feel free to flatter me about my face because I feel like that's my hardest sell. So.
I know it's my hardest sell, but I'm 48 and I've accepted it.
Yeah. Our boy James Cash just joined the thing. He's the man responsible for telling us about this great switching software that's bringing us live to Facebook for you guys. So shout out to James, longtime listener of the podcast. So how was your weekend of shows, man?
Weekend of shows was actually really that Governors, man, that whole group. Hold on. Just want to make sure. I got to turn you off. Okay.
I was seeing people post pictures because normally Labor Day weekend, people are like, I'm not even going to have a show. That weekend sucks.
Right.
Or they give, they give, like lesser comics that they can't draw. Like, we're just going to put somebody up. We're not going to pay.
Right.
And people were posting pictures from all their shows this weekend and packed houses. Like, people were like, I'm going out for comedy. Like, I'm not running to the beach for the last weekend or something.
And I think this with this bad weather, they were like, there's really no choice. Like, let's just go somewhere tonight. I don't want to, I want to risk sitting at the beach and it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm finally there. Yeah, but the shows, we had one Friday, two Saturday, and Friday's show probably was like, I would say maybe 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday's first show and second show were probably 80% sold out, and that place fits 300 people.
How many were Friday?
I would say 100 Friday.
100, and they're pretty much sold out. 2 shows on the weekend?
Yeah, both shows Saturday were, I would say, 80% full.
That's amazing for Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend on Long Island.
Yeah.
Which is, you know what I mean, right there. But like Saturday's shitty, cloudy, drizzly weather chased everybody into the showrooms.
Mm.
It was awesome. I mean, they were great crowds, man. I had a woman come up to me, her and her husband. She's a fan. I mean, a friend of my Facebook, a fan. She comes up to me afterwards and she's like, gives me a hug. She's like, "Oh my God, I love you." She goes, "When I saw you on Last Comic Standing, I told my husband, if you leave me, I'm tracking that man down."
Nice.
Which was nice. And she's like, you don't get laid. Girls ain't lining up to fuck you. And I'm like, no. Nobody's lining up to fuck me. Believe me. I said, that's not how, I mean, everyone thinks that. Comedy is not, you have to be like the kind of guy that goes out drinking, smokes weed. Then you can hang out with women well after. You have to pursue them well after the fact.
Right.
You have to take them, you have to follow them to the bar, hang out with them, push up on them. Like, where you girls going? You going out? I'll come out with you. You got to do that.
Right.
I'm not doing that shit. I don't give a fuck about doing that. So, and most of the women at comedy clubs are coupled up. Very rarely is there 4 or 5 single broads hanging out.
Right.
Very rare. And if it is, it's what do you call it? Like a bachelorette party, and they're all hammered and goofy anyway. I'm not going to the bar to continue this evening.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want you in the show to begin with. Now I'm not going to follow you places where you're annoying cackles. So, no.
You're annoying cackles.
Yeah, that's good.
Drunk broads after a show. Be funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I just was for an hour. Can you
saw my whole.
I just want to go shove a burger in my face. So
absolutely, I want to go eat a burger and chocolate, and then watch television all night. It's just really all I want to do, man. I'm just simple.
Imagine that after a show, some hot bro comes up to you like, "I loved your show. Do you want to go watch TV and get chocolate?" You'd be like, "I don't even have a ring to propose right now. I wasn't prepared for this level of commitment. I
don't know what to say, but you've answered all my prayers.
I mean, are we having babies now?
You're going to tell me as I'm eating chocolate, you're blowing me. Now we're fucking, it's it. My mind is blown.
Yeah, I'd be like, well.
But then this other woman came to me Saturday's first show, and she was like, her and a group of friends, like her husband and a group of friends came out, and she said, "You're amazing. I saw you last year. You were amazing. Best thing, you didn't repeat one joke. Wow."
Nice.
She's like, I come to a lot of shows at these places, and she goes, me and my husband were like, I can't believe he didn't say. We were waiting for she had like 2 jokes that they thought I was going to say, and they like thought I was dancing around it, and then I didn't do it, and they're like, She goes, we knew your whole act, and we didn't hear one joke from last year.
That's great, man.
And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah,
that's the best compliment the whole night.
Right. Now, I love that when you're at a show and they're like, "Oh, I love your new shit." You're like, "I have new shit." Like, it's just so shocking. You're like, you're just always doing your shit.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that is feel good. I looked back at on Saturday I was going to do 2 different hours. So the first show was going to be one, and then the second one was going to be a different one. And as I wrote out the first set, I was like, wow, this is stuff I've never done. I haven't done but for a year and a half tops.
Right.
And I'm like, this next hour is stuff I did, 4 years tops. It's like, holy fuck. I did have a lot of material, but then the second hour came, and I totally forgot what I wanted to do. So I opened up with the stuff I wanted to do, like the different, and then I went right into the first set. I was like, fuck, I don't remember everything I want to do.
Yeah. Damn, if you got 4 hours of shit and only 1 CD out, you should put out something else, man.
I know. I do have a ton of material.
Yeah.
But I want to make it great.
Nah, I hear you, man. That's why I've held off on recording, because I just wanted it to be great. You know, now I'm hoping to. Now I'm sick of my act, so I'm like, I have to work on it this fall and then record it this winter. It's got to go. It's got to go. Like, I've just felt it. Like, I took a few weeks, you know, it's been a few weeks I've been off, just kind of chilling at home. Almost feeling guilty. Like, I've been thinking about going out and do spots certain nights, and I'm like, you know what, just relax. Relax. And now I'm like, man, and then you start going over your act, because I'm starting to go on the road starting this weekend for, like, pretty much the whole fall. Like, my schedule is stacked. I just got another gig in Florida that time I'll be down there. So I'll be doing 7 shows in 9 days now, which will be nice. Really?
That's awesome.
Oh, I just got this other headlining spot on a Tuesday in, like, Fort Lauderdale area. But I'm just sitting there. I'm like, just take this fall, get this act. You know, I have more than I need to record, so I just got to, like, really fine tune it and just get it, and I just want to stop doing these jokes, man. You know,
I like that calendar you made. I mean, that blast with all your shows on it and you driving.
Yeah, I created that one day when I was home bored.
No, that's good, man. It looks good. You have a lot going on this couple of next week.
Yeah, man.
I mean, like 2 months, you're going to be busy as fuck, right?
September and November are really stacked. I got some came through in October, and, you know, December I got a little, you know, but I feel like it'll be enough for me to, you know, basically what my poster says, get it together, like really buckle down, get it together. I'm going to start talking with somebody this week about the taping to happen maybe January, February. I'm going to, you know, it's tough because this place I want to record, I just got to make sure their schedule and their staffing and stuff. And
right.
So I got to, you know, I have to fill out paperwork, because, like, when you're using this art center, it's like they're not going to charge me, but I have to do this paperwork because they have a committee that, like, even though I'm going to get it, the committee has to see it written out what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So I have to, you know, I don't like homework. You know what I mean?
Which one is this? Which place?
I don't want to say in case I don't do it. It's that place I showed you pictures of with the stained glass door and stuff in Woodbridge.
Got it.
Stained glass window and stuff. I mean, I don't know if I'll show that, but I've been doing a lot of research on how I want it to look. I've been doing a lot of production of how I want the staging to look.
There's a place, and I just keep showing up on my feed in New Brunswick, some theater in New Brunswick. It's got, like, something theater, and it has, like, I think 3 different stages and for acting and plays. It keeps showing up on my news feeds, and I went
Crossroads Theater, State Theater.
What was the first thing?
Crossroads Theater.
Crossroads.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of money to rent something like that, man.
Is it Crossroads? They do plays?
Yeah, there's 3 theaters in New Brunswick that are quite pricey, and they're big. I'm looking more like this small black box size. I want, like, you know, small crowd, 50, 60 people. You know, I'm not going to try and fill no theater. You know what I mean? I can't be doing that. You know,
right.
I like a nice. I play intimate places, so I'm going to perform in an intimate place. That's my wheelhouse.
Right.
You know, I'm not comfortable even if I could somehow fill a theater, like a big something like that, it's not what I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, let's be uncomfortable for the thing that I'm going to record.
Let's go totally out of my wheelhouse.
Right. So, now I'm really feeling excited about that. Yeah, Dave Kuna says Joe's Netflix special. Yeah, doubt Netflix, but definitely it'll be available at joefernandez.net. Amazon. I do have a way to get it on Amazon, so we're hoping Amazon, but I'd like to sell it myself first. Let's get to the taping first. We'll deal with
let's get it recorded.
We'll get it recorded, and then we'll deal about where it's going to be.
We'll get it edited into the can, and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I'm very excited about it. I've been, you know, it's a long time coming, but I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I've wanted to do it for a while, but, like, inside I just never felt ready. Like, I always tell, you know, I wanted to be headlining for a while and know I could do the job. I didn't want to be someone that doesn't headline and then I'm going to record a headline set, and I've barely done it.
Right.
I felt it'd be fraudulent, even if I could
Right.
put it together. You know what I mean? And by waiting that long, I felt like I even made those jokes that I would have recorded, 3 years ago, much better.
Right.
Deeper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm taking it one step at a time. I got my fall dates, so hopefully people come out and support that, and then I'll let everybody know when I do have a firm date for the taping, which will be a fun night. And I got to try and do it on like
Thursday.
I got to do it on a week where I know some of my comedian friends won't be working, that I can come out for it.
Are you
know
going
what I
to do a Thursday, like a weekday or a weekend?
It all depends on what the place has. I'd like to do a weeknight that way.
Right.
It's, if I could do a Wednesday, you know what I mean? Just something where people can come out, or Thursday where I can have my friends that are most likely
Thursday
not going to be
sucks.
working.
Because if you got dumb football fans that can't miss one game of football,
Right.
Thursday night football.
Yeah.
You got Sunday. Okay, Sunday. Yeah, you got the.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I can't. That's why. That's what made me turn off from football, is because of all the people who can't do anything because there's a football game on.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what turns me off. And I get it. You short season. You got to every game counts. Blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Or I'll just wait. I can wait till the end of February, till after football's over.
Right.
Super Bowl's done, then there's nothing going on.
Right.
There's no, there literally is nothing.
NBA, March Madness.
If anyone who's a fan of mine or cares about me will miss my taping for a basketball game, whatever, man.
I don't want you there anyhow.
There's, I try to.
Yeah. If you're not going to skip a Knicks game for a taping, then I don't want you at my taping anyway.
Yeah. I mean, when you start producing these things, you almost take whatever you're given. Right. You know what I mean? It's very tough to.
Right.
But like I said, I have to get back on the road and get the rust out from being off for a couple weeks. I may have a few shows this week. I won't be like, oh man, I should put this recording off for another year. Oh no. Because this is the longest I've taken off from doing any spots, and since I started. And I was telling KP the other day, I'm like, I feel like I don't even know what I do. Right. Like currently, I'm just a stay-at-home dude that just sits on his couch and watches Netflix. Like do I have skills? Do I have I feel like I'm going to get up there and be like, do I do comedy? I know I'll feel good once I remember one time I took a break and I got up there and it was so much fun being up there after a vacation. Right. But, I felt free. I was almost writing shit. I was like, oh, this is where I want to be. This is so much fun. It was But,
yeah, I mean, not being on stage, I haven't been on stage consistently, only one show a weekend or two now. This weekend was 3. But this weekend, going in Friday, last time I was on stage was the last Friday, the Friday before this past week at doing 30 minutes only up at, the place where my dreams go to die. Yeah. And so, Friday night I had to do 55 minutes. This has never happened. My voice gone. 30 minutes in, my voice, I couldn't even talk. I was like, what the fuck? My voice was gone. And the audience was behind me on it. So I grabbed my water to take a sip of water, and they just gave me a big applause break. Mm-hmm. And I was like, thank you guys. You guys see me struggling up here, so give me a little more breather with an applause break. And then, but that one was I think a genuine one. And then later, I took another sip of water, and they gave me another applause break. I'm like, that's good. Keep it going. That's the way we're doing it. So anytime I looked at them, I was like, I pointed to my water, they would clap. I'm like, there we go. There we go. But then I thought Saturday, I drank so much green tea and honey. I thought Saturday was going to be horrible, and not once did my voice crack. Mm. But Friday, dead. But I was having so much fun. I want to be on stage every night. I want to work out every night. I want to be in the best venues every night I can be in. And right now, that's not the way it is. Yeah. So when I am on stage somewhere, I just want to enjoy it.
Yeah, man.
And I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I was like, this was so much fun. Like every show, I just was up there, like just doing it, just having fun.
That's it. That's the best spot to be in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like when you're not worried about what you're getting in your career. Like that's what I feel like. Like my schedule is full for the fall, so it's like I can relax a little bit. I mean, I'll still try and get work for the winter, but it's like I just want to have fun. You know what I mean? Like not worry about what's going to get me what or where I'm
absolutely.
going. Like just go up there and just have a good time.
Right.
You know, like
no, Saturday. So Friday was Mike Toohey and Jordan. I can't think of his last name. It was so this kid Mike Toohey. I met him. He hosted, and then Jordan was second. And Saturday night was John Trutzen hosted, and Kyle Ocasio, you know her?
No. I think so. I think I've seen her before, yeah.
Then the second show, Lori Palmentary, John hosted, then Kyle, and then Lori did a spot. She did like an 8 to 10 minute guest spot. So jokingly, we were like, there was 2 broads in the middle of the show on a show.
Yeah.
And it was fine. It didn't implode. It didn't.
Wow. Imagine that.
Exactly. Comics be like, I gotta get I'll get a girl up, then I gotta get a guy, just separated. Like, they didn't do that. John hosted, brought up Kyle, and then brought up Lori, and then brought up me, and the show never derailed.
Right.
People. 2 girl comics did great.
Yeah.
We were talking in the green room, and I said, we're talking about relationships, just meeting people, relationships. I don't know, but out on that ride out Saturday, I was just thinking about, I don't know what made me think about somebody being in love, like somebody was in love with somebody, and like they're, like how much they're in love with them, and I was like, man, am I ever gonna? That's just not possible for me. There's no way I'm gonna meet someone who I'm so in love with, and they're so in love with me. It's like I just don't think it's ever happening. Right. And I said, the older I get and fatter I get, it's just not happening. And Lori said, she goes, I'm young and pretty good shape. It's not happening for me either. Like, it has nothing to do with you being fat and old.
Yeah. No,
I'm like, that's not really what I wanted to hear.
So it's my personality, you're saying. So it's every other part of me. So
yeah, that's not where I can work.
So I can't go to the gym for what's wrong. Like I thought I had a solution. You're telling me I really got to do a lot of inside work.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for hurting my feelings further. You're telling me I'm emotionally fat. Gotta
you need to get on an emotional treadmill.
Yeah. You got to get on an emotional treadmill, buddy. You got to really work hard. I don't know.
Yeah, I know I'm a pretty stable guy, pretty sound when it comes to relationships and talking to people and like being a communicator. I'm a very big communicator. I'm emotional. I'm open. I'm all the good things that you're supposed to be as a person. I think I qualify. It's a lot for me to be like interested in somebody. It takes a lot for me to click. Like I want to hang out with this girl, man.
Yeah.
But when it does, it does. And I'm fucking really good when it does, I think. I think I treat every girl that I'm really into like a queen. Like, you're fucking awesome. I want to be with you all the time.
Well, what do you think the problem is?
Well, I'm fat.
All right, take away looks. Just take, because, take away that.
Well, what's the problem with me finding someone?
Yeah.
At all? Like, I don't believe that I mean, I do flirt, and I put it out there. I put myself out there with women that I am interested in.
Okay.
They just are not interested back. And I'm so, glad that doesn't hurt my feelings anymore.
Right.
I'm so glad I am well past the fact that I can tell a girl. That's that fucked up thing. Like, there's a girl, comedian, that I said I flirted with. She gave me, she didn't even respond to the fucking email. And, the flirting wasn't even, physical. It wasn't anything sexual. It wasn't me commenting on nothing. It was a cute little jokey email that I sent to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the girl. She read it and didn't respond. I'm like, fuck you, cunt. What are you kidding
Maybe she sensed that sort of attitude.
She should have. Because I wasn't trying to say, hey, we should get together right now. I wasn't doing anything. Here's what the email said. It was this sweet and simple. She had posted something about Tinder, and I was just happened to see her in my newsfeed and went to her new profile pic and liked it. And jokingly, when I saw that Tinder comment, I went in and said, hey, I was just trying to swipe right on your profile pic for 5 minutes until I realized I wasn't on Tinder. And then put, P.S., that story's made up. I just wanted to let you know that I would swipe right on you on Tinder.
All right.
Can you get more innocent of a fucking little flirt than that? Like, that's like, I'm not trying to make you feel like, hey, man, I really want to get, none of that. We're friends. We know each other. I'm just saying that if I saw you on Tinder, I would swipe right on you. That's it. That's it. That's what I said. She read it and didn't respond. I'm like, you couldn't even just.
So you could see that she read it. It was like a Facebook message?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then didn't respond? Like, you couldn't even just say, ha, dummy, or whatever. That's all I would have said. You know how many women...
Yeah, do the typical girl response when you're honest. You're like, oh, yeah, dude. Like if they call you dude, like, you're not going to... Like, if, you know what I mean? Then you're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
If you like me, you're not calling me dude.
Correct. You know how many women have hit me up when I put up some stupid singles thing? How many hit me up in the DM going, oh, I would take you. I don't even know how you're single. You know what I say back? Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. That's cute. I respond. You know why? Because it doesn't hurt me to say, I'm not going out with you. I can say thank you for that cute compliment and move on.
Yeah.
You couldn't say thank you or not even thank you. Just like, whatever, dude. I wouldn't swipe right on you. Ha, ha, ha. And I would have been like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been fine with anything you said to me. Yeah. Because you're someone I know. But ignoring it makes me think you're an asshole. That you're not old enough or mature enough, maybe, to fucking handle someone just that flirted with you.
Have you run into this person in person?
No. And if I do, I'm just going to ignore her because that's how I'm going to do you. You'll get ignored. I don't need to be your friend. Because it's a friendly thing. I was just being friendly, and not me asking you out, not me telling you I thought you were attractive. I didn't say one thing about your looks. I didn't say a fucking thing. I didn't say you were cute. Nothing. And all you had to do was take it and go, nah, all right, what's up? Oh, yeah, fuck Tinder. That's what I said. Sometimes when girls say it to me, I'll be like, yeah, fucking Tinder sucks. That's my way of answering it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not being rude to somebody or mean. It's just answer them and move on.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, you're immature. It's like when I dated that one girl, the comedian girl, who instead of just being mature and saying, you know what, I don't want to be in this anymore, I would have handled that like a man.
Yeah.
She went about it like an immature little 28-year-old girl would do.
What was that?
That's the comedian broad I dated years ago.
Yeah. It's tough to break up with somebody.
Right. Especially when you're young and immature.
And what did she do? She just
told me I was to leave her alone, just to get away from her. She just wants to be alone. I do care about you, but I don't want to be here right now. Like, just instead of saying, you know what, I'm not interested in this anymore. She made it like I was too much.
Yeah.
So she just spun it on me because she wasn't able to break up with somebody. She's the kind of person to need to push you away instead of just walking away.
See, that was me. I was too immature to break up with people. I used to just not treat you like shit, but be so I don't know. I guess I think you started reading that I didn't like you, and then it was like they just wound up breaking up with me.
Right.
But it was, I swear, dude, it was like the weirdest thing. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm done with this girl, but I don't know how to do it because I don't know if I'm making the right choice. But it is the right choice, but I don't know how to do it. I feel very anxiety. So then you just live in a shitty relationship for about 3 to 6 months, and then they get up the courage to finally end it, and then you're like, what the fuck? Like, it's almost like like I'm devastated. I'm like, how'd you get... Why? You were leaving me? It was almost like I fell back in love with them again, like in the week before. Like a week too late, you know what I mean? Like, they already decided. I'm like, now I'm heartbroken. I'm like, I knew I should have broke up with her. Then I would have the upper hand.
But I wasn't... I don't know how I was when I was immature and like unable to fucking be honest with somebody how I felt. But in the last, I would say, 15 years at least,
yeah,
I've been very able to tell you I'm unhappy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the last relationship I was in, I left because I knew that none of this was adding up anymore. So I just said, this isn't, obviously, I'm falling short. I'm not what you want. I don't need to stay around here anymore. That's how I broke up.
Yeah.
That's the real reason. I think I'm doing my best. You are telling me I'm not. Then it does not working because I have no more in the gas tank to come up with. I've come up with my best. And if my best isn't good enough, then that's cool. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on because I'm not going to rack my brain trying to figure out how to make you like me.
Right.
Or make you believe that I like you is the problem. I'm not going to rack my brain to fucking keep proving I like you. Get the fuck out of here. It's just obviously two different ways of communicating, and we don't match up. I'm going to move on now, and I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
I'm able to tell someone that I'm not interested. I'm able to tell someone that I like them. I'm able to be honest and fucking just vulnerable. I'm able to do that shit. So I flirt with women. I let people know if I'm attracted to them, I like you. But maybe I don't go after, I might not do all the right things to find someone to go out with, ask someone out to dinner or something like that. I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
So maybe I am alone because I don't really make any moves.
So you don't put a lot of effort in.
I know. I'll tell you I thought you're cute or something like that. If I don't feel any vibe back, I move on.
Yeah, I've been out of the game so long, I don't even know.
How much more are you supposed to do? Hey, I think you're cute. Nothing back? All right, the fuck out of here then.
I mean, that's how I got my wife. I just said, I think you're cute. I want to take you out.
Right.
And then we went out, and then we just never stopped hanging out. And it's 11 years later. It's like, but this is the first relationship I ever had where if something's bothering me,
right,
I communicated it. And
right.
She communicated, and then I never tried that before. I used to just secretly resent you until we hated each other, and then you left.
Right.
That was how I did relationships.
Yeah.
But I was like, I really like this one. Let me try and tell her what's in my... Because I used to, I remember back in the past, when I would I've told girls, hey, this is bothering me, and it'd blow up on me, and then the relationship would blow up, and I'm like, well, that wasn't what I was going for.
Right.
But at the time, you don't think, well, this just means that this is a shitty relationship if it can't withstand this discussion.
Right.
So, anytime I would, approach Kerry about something that was bothering me, and she'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, what? Sorry? You didn't know? Are we breaking up now? They're like, no, what are you talking about, you maniac? I thought that's what we do. I thought if we fight, then we break up, and I find someone else. I've never been with someone past the first fight. So this is...
That's like the episode of Friends when Monica and Chandler got into
Yes, I totally related with that. I think that's why that was such a good episode, because it's such a true thing I think people
he's like,
do.
we're broken up now. And she's like, well, no. He's like, we had a fight. Yeah, that's what happens.
I'm still that way. 11 years later, I'll be like, I can't believe you're okay to talk to.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I'm your wife. I love you. It's like, I know, but it's so weird to me.
But that's what made it, because it seems like it's so weird and effortless, that's what makes it work.
Right. That's the thing. Effortless, man.
There's no real hard-fought battles.
No, dude.
You might have arguments and disagreements, and you'd be like, whatever, man, I don't want to talk right now. But it's never hard-fought. Fuck you.
No. It's so easy.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. So anybody anything worth keeping, it's going to be tough. You're going to be fighting. Nah. No. It'd be in your drama street fucking relationships. But in real relationships, you have to fight so hard.
No, fuck that. Fighting. But what bugs me out, back to dating and single, it's there's so many apps. There's so many people that are saying they want somebody. I see memes every day. I want to find my dream, thing. But you know what I mean? Everybody wants somebody, but nobody wants anybody that's out there. It's what are you looking for, man?
That's true. That I can identify with. Because, I would like to meet somebody, but all the ones that want to meet, I don't want to meet. The ones who like me, that are attracted to me, I'm not attracted to. And I don't know what to say about that. It's the only way I can describe it is a person who's gay finds another man attractive, and all the rest of the people who are not gay are like, how the fuck do you find a guy attractive when you're a guy? Because that's what he finds attractive. What do you want from him?
Yeah.
Right? That's what he's attracted to. That's what makes him give him passion. That's what it is. Me, I'm attracted to women who are not attracted to me. How come? I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but I'm attracted to women who aren't attracted to me. It's just the way it is. It's like I play fucking slot machines that aren't going to pay me. Like I am into somebody who's just not into me, and I can't make myself get physically attracted and passionate about somebody that I'm not physically attracted to. That doesn't mean that the girl that I'm attracted to is amazingly gorgeous. It's just whatever makes me attracted to them is what it is. And I remember there's girls I've been attracted to. I'm like, I like this girl. I'll show my daughter. She's like, she's not that pretty, right? Mm. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not asking for her to be qualified to be pretty. It's what I'm attracted to. And whatever that makes me go, I'm interested in that. For some reason, 99.9% of those women aren't into me. That's it. And that's something that I've kind of accepted a long time. That like the ones I'm really into just aren't into me. I don't go into it like she's not going to be into me. But we'll try. I always go in like, you know what? Who knows? I don't know what someone's interested in. It's like you see a beautiful girl, you're like, she's out of my league. I don't know what her league is. I'm not going to do that. I hit on anybody. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, see, I was the opposite. I didn't hit on everybody. I guess I'm fortunate. Listening to you, I'm fortunate. Very fortunate to find. I thought she was out of my league, and I was shocked that I even went for her because she was like always what I wanted, like a nice, petite, tan Italian girl. I'm like, brunette. I'm like, and I was just like, let's go for it, man. You got nothing going on in your life. Like you can't be more sad than you are now. Right. Even if she shoots you down. And when she's like, yeah, I'm like, oh, shit. And then, I still, sometimes I'm like, I know it sounds gay as shit, but it's like, I like to watch her get ready for work. Like, I'm like in bed and she's like getting dressed. I'm like, I can't fucking believe this broad married me. Like, she's hot, man. Like,
nah, it's not gay. It's a broad.
I know, but like the whole where I'm like still shocked.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm like,
good,
wow, man. She's like,
that's the way it's supposed to be.
I know. It's. I'm still. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocked when a girl that I'm like. I remember there was this girl in an AA meet a long time ago. Spanish girl, Spanish and Italian. She was so pretty, man. It's like these beautiful lips, beautiful hair. She's cute. She was just pretty, man. She wasn't like all like done up. She was like just a regular chick, hat, sweatpants. She was just so pretty. And I would see her every week, and she was a cool chick, and she was smart, and she had like 4 or 5 years sober. She was just a cool chick. And I was like 30, 32, and she might have been like 26, 25, 26. But we hit it off, and like we hung out. We made out a couple of days. But when she said we should go out, I was like, we should? What? Like... Someone I'm really into wants to go out with me? That's fucking shocking.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm really into you. It's like, I want you to know that. Like, I'm really, like, everything you possess is what I want. Mm. And you want me back? That's insane. So, when it happens, but it's happened, I mean, I'm lucky. It's happened a few times in my life.
Yeah.
That someone that I'm totally into and attracted to is attracted back. Yeah. It's happened. But for the most part, I was saying like I flirt with anybody. I don't flirt with everybody, but I will flirt with anybody that I'm attracted. If I find someone attractive and I besides walking by me and like I'm never going to see them again, but some like little we share a moment or something and I think someone's attractive, I'll be flirtatious with them. I'm not holding back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because I think this girl's way too hot for me.
I was awful at flirt. I can't go up to like stranger. Like I had friends. I've done it a few times. Like one time I did it. My buddy dared me. And I did it in like a coffee shop and it worked. I was like, wow, that was amazing. But I think because I had the pressure of my friend, I upped my game a little bit because I needed to like win the bet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I had this confidence, but typically if I saw like a pretty girl, it's like I feel like I don't have enough volume. Like I'm always like what? I'm like, never mind. Like I'm like I speak too low, like they can't hear me. Like, what are you saying? I'm like, yeah, all right. All right, I'm out of here. What? Like, I don't know how to speak at high volume when I'm nervous.
Right.
It's like I'm just a mumbling whisper, like, hey,
When I used to work at Home Depot years ago, this is when my kids were still babies. I was with their mom. I would flirt with everybody, but I'm not a flirt, but I'm not going to pursue it. Like, if you said to me, if I flirted with a gorgeous girl and she's like, we should get together, I'm like, I'm not getting together. I got a woman at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I flirt the fuck out of. So I remember being at Home Depot and I was fucking. You think I'm fat now? Throw in another 30 pounds on top of this.
Yeah.
I was a mess. 1999, 2000, 2001. I was fucking so heavy and this mess. And I'm working. This is like 97, 98. And I'm working at Home Depot, and this girl, she reminds. Remember The Sopranos? Remember the Italian broad that was from Italy?
Oh, do I?
Remember that girl?
Yes.
She was so amazingly gorgeous, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a girl who could be that woman's twin, and she was with like her father and like family, and she was like Italian, just like that girl. And they were looking at area rugs, and I started flirting with her. I just was flirting, and she wrote her number down and put it in my apron. She goes, "If you ever want to go out, let's go out." And I was like, but I have a woman at home, so that's not me. I took the number. I walked right over to the desk and threw it right in the garbage.
What?
Like right.
Why?
I had a woman at home.
Oh, okay, yeah, you had a woman, yeah.
But I just flirted, and she just right to me. So like it happens. Not like I've gone through my life with, women that I'm not totally into liking me, but just lately, it's not happening.
Nah, you don't.
And it might be the universe is just lined up right now. Like, might get your shit together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You probably don't need a broad nagging.
I know. I got a lot going on. Father's, not good. You know what I mean? It's not. I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had nothing going on when I met my wife. It was perfect. I had plenty of room.
Right. Exactly. That's probably what I think it'll happen is when all the other areas are cleaned up a little bit around my life, and then boom, you don't have so much stress. Like right now, I have so much more priorities that even when I'm swiping, I match this girl. Like I match girls on Bumble, not Tinder. The other one, Bumble.
Yeah.
And as soon as I match them, I fucking delete the match. I'm like, she's hot. Delete. Like, as soon as we match, I delete it. Like, I don't even want to conversate because I got nothing for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, if she's like, want to get together? I don't. I just don't.
I got no time for this shit.
I got no time.
For this shit. Well, one day, Michael.
One day.
One day you'll find a nice broad.
I will.
And that's that. That's my pep talk. That's
good.
I'm gonna write a book.
Yeah, I remember my father. His first girl broke out. This girl broke out with me. She cheated on her boyfriend with me. And I already knew when I was 18 years old, I learned that lesson.
Yeah.
I was 17. When you fuck a girl who's got a boyfriend and she becomes your girlfriend, she is going to fuck another guy.
Probably, yeah.
She's not going to stay loyal to you.
No.
And I learned that. But I was still broken-hearted. And my father came in fucking Jersey City. He's a fucking correction officer. This is like a man.
Yeah.
He walks in the room, and I'm crying my eyes. I said, what are you doing? I'm like crying. I said, man, there's more pussy out there. And just closed the door. And I was like,
thanks, Dad.
And
a tear ran down my eye. And I knew my dad was right. There is more pussy out there.
I was like, my mom came in. I was like, Mom, what the fuck kind of talk is that?
Yeah.
It doesn't help me at all.
Yeah. That'd be funny if she carried on too, just as above.
Yeah, no.
Well, Michael, it is. She's folding your clothes. There is plenty of pussy out there. Thanks, Mom. I have a weird family. Guys can take it down a notch.
My father, is like you remember the movie Boiler Room?
Yeah, I saw it years ago.
Oh, really? What is the like one of the themes throughout the movie was that time that like when he was younger and his father he broke his leg and his father slapped him for crying.
Yeah, yeah.
On the bicycle, and like that's like a thing that he always wanted his dad to admit. My father's like that. My father is, if you're hurt or something hurt you, he gets so scared for you that he gets angry.
Oh, okay.
Because he's scared.
Right.
So he's like, "Oh, fucking get the fuck up!" Like, you know what I mean? Like he panics because he's feeling fear.
Right.
Like so, like one day, like when my mom wasn't feeling good, my mom fell. Everybody's like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, it's gonna be fucking fine. Stop it!" Like. It's because he's so scared that something happened to her.
Yeah.
That reacts that way. That's just how he is. So when I'm in my room crying at 17 years old, this girl broke my heart, instead of him coming in there going and feeling the feelings, he doesn't want to feel the feelings. So he just went right to, there's plenty of pussy. And I was like, okay.
That's... You should write a book, a short book. Remember that book, like Shit My Dad Said? It was a very popular book. You should be like a relationship book with quotes from your dad saying there's plenty of pussy and other stories from dad. Be a big seller.
Yeah. Yeah, because all those guys are brought up by guys like that.
Oh, yeah. My dad, like when I used to be broken hearted over it, he's like, just get another broad. What's like...
Right.
Like what? Like why are you upset?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just drink with your friends and forget about it.
I was talking about you and your dad today because my daughter was talking about my father. You know, he's like not doing well, and he does okay. But he's just not. He's just like, I mean, unfortunately, he's just not doing well. Mm-hmm. You know, and whether he makes it home ever is, you know, very up in the air.
Yeah.
He can't move himself. He can't pick himself up. It's bad. So she's like, my daughter's like, do you tell him that he's bad? Like, are you going to tell him if they say? I'm like, listen, Samantha, there'll be conversations to have if the doctors come and say there's nothing he can do.
Right.
But until then, just let him be and let him enjoy his time when people come visit him. Why does he have to think that this is my last moments?
Right.
But to have that thought, and now her great-grandmother passed away 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago now, and no one told Samantha that she was dying, that she wasn't going to make it. So when 5 days after, like she's laying in the bed, she just dies. Samantha was shocked, and she's like, I wish I would have known. I'm like, but do you wish you would have known? Because up until she died, you were with your great-grandmother drawing pictures and sitting on her bed and laughing with her.
Yeah.
And I said, your story about your father, how like 2 days or 3 days before he passed away, he was at a barbecue with everybody. He wasn't sick, so it wasn't like they were around his bed. He was at a barbecue having fun, family. Hey, we'll see you in a week. All right, I love you, Pop. And then he just passed away. And I was like, can you imagine if everybody that Sunday knew he was dying in 3 days, how shitty that barbecue would have been?
That would have been awful.
Yeah. So they enjoyed every second they could. They got they're grateful for that last day.
Yeah, it was natural.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So why he's in the bed, why start early? Hey, you're not making it, so let's be miserable until you don't make it. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. Just let him just think everything's fine. Right?
Yeah. It's the weirdest thing to go through. There's no, like,
yeah,
you know,
right,
it sucks either way. You realize the good things in hindsight. Mm-hmm. Like, at the time my dad died, I didn't put together that was a great weekend we had before. Right. That was like weeks later.
Right.
I was like, oh man, yeah.
Right.
You know, I had the opportunity to say goodbye to my grandparents. That sucked.
Right.
You know, like, oh, this is the last time we're going to see Grandma, so let's go see her. You're like, oh, this is the weirdest way to enter a room.
Yeah.
And then I sang Frank Sinatra with her.
Right.
I mean, she was kind of demented. She knew, but she did. She knew me for a second, then she didn't.
Yeah,
It was in and out of it, and that was easier because she was old, so it was almost like, but sucked either way.
Right.
It just blows. Like there's no. Like I think I think the best thing is when you realize if it wasn't like a suffer. That's like the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or some like horrible car. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something where it's like just out of nowhere.
No, that's different. Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
More brutal.
Yeah.
But you got a person laying in the bed and I've seen, you've seen crazier things happen. People come out of it. You're like, I remember my grandfather was dying of emphysema, and we would go to North Carolina. He would be in a hospital. They would drain his lungs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Drain his lungs, get him working. He's back in his trailer smoking cigarettes. Like, you were dying. You were dead, man. We came from Jersey.
Yeah.
Like 4 different times this fucker was dead and then revived back out smoking cigarettes in his fucking yard. Mm. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so I've seen it happen. I mean, but my father is just so weak that he has no strength. Like he doesn't, like they try to move him because his back was getting sores, like from being on his back for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The nurse came in and tried to roll him over to his side, and my father had no strength to take his right shoulder and pull his body over to the side. He had no strength. He was reaching out for my mother to help pull him over, and then she pulled him over a little bit. They propped some pillow up behind him, but then he just slurped right back down because he can't even hold himself up. So, like, all of that happens. Like, what could possibly change that gets better? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do.
So it's like, this is, I mean, I walked in the room today and he was like, I was like, oh, what's up, Pop? He's like, oh, hey. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I'm done. I just want to go. And I'm like, what did the doctor say you can go? He goes, no. And I'm like, what did they say? He's like, and my father goes, just start singing Happy Trails to You. And I guess that's his way of saying there is nothing we can do. Can't we just let me move on?
Yeah.
And then I was like, why don't you have the Yankee game on? And I just put the Yankee game on and ignored that. I'm like, well, when the doctor says, I said, what is it? He goes, look at the board. I'm like, the board says you get to go home and the doctor says you can go home. That's what it says. He's like, all right. And we put the game on, then he stopped that complaining. But, yeah, I mean, he's been in the hospital in the bed it's like 5-6 weeks now. I would be insane too.
Oh yeah, definitely go delirious being,
Yeah, he's been moved from bedroom to room to room. It's like you got a staph infection. Like it's just insane.
Yeah, I've been there, man. It's brutal to watch someone in that hospital bed just
lying there.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's hard to leave. I remember that. It's like,
yeah, I feel like
in the hospital. Then you're like, oh, I gotta go. And then it's like,
do I gotta go? Like, yeah, I mean, like, it's like, I mean, I only go like an hour at a clip. So I go an hour, I leave, I go, every day about an hour.
Right.
Yeah, but when you're getting ready to leave, you're like, I'm gonna go, and you're like in your head, you're like, where do I gotta go?
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? Should I sit here? And I'm like, well, I gotta go anywhere but here's where I gotta go. I can't sit in this room all day just watching him sleep and then wake up and he mumbles something. He'll say something totally outrageous and then like he's normal. He'll be like, yeah, man, I had turkey today. You gotta give me turkey. And then he'll go to lay his head down and he'll be like the other day, he's like, you ever talk to state troopers? I'm like,
you ever talk to state troopers?
I'm like, what? He's like, you ever talk to the state troopers, Jersey State Trooper? I'm like, what about what? And he's like, Jimmy Flanagan. He's a good guy. They all liked him. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, is that you used to have a friend in the state troopers that worked like all the way down South Jersey's, one of those like, troops down there? Mm-hmm. I was like, that guy that worked down in the South Jersey troops? Like, nah, his brother was on a boat. I was like, well then. I didn't know his brother was on a boat. And that was it. And he went back to sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then the next minute he's talking like, I want out of here, man. What the fuck are we doing in here? How the Yankees do? They lost 2 games today. What the hell's wrong with them? They both lost both games. Like, then he's on. And then he's back to sleeping. And then he's like, yeah, his oxygen's really low. He is where he is. I thought about it the other day, just how you go from, my father was like a man, bro. Like, my father was, 6'2", almost 300 pounds, prison guard, Rollaway State prison guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking wield a fist. Everyone was afraid of him.
Yeah.
To a shell of a man.
Yeah, man, I've been there.
And it's all about diet, man. Because that fucking diabetes fucked him up, then fucked his heart up, gave him, all of that is all connected, man.
Oh, yeah. That was my dad, too, man. We cleaned out his refrigerator when he died. We went to his house to clean up his stuff. It was just like White Castles in there, burritos, fucking just the worst diet. You know what I mean? Just like, he didn't give a shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like... I seen the Shelley. I remember that, man. Except the time when my dad was holding a lot of water and he was in the hospital for a while, and they drained the water out of him, and they told him all he has to do to stay alive, and he had to get the heart monitor. Like, he had like this thing he would carry to like jolt his heart or whatever. It was like a thing on it, like a case almost.
Right.
And I remember they had the surprise birthday party for him. Remember the one you and James told me I had a gig, and then there was my family. My wife set up a surprise party. And that was like the first time I saw my dad since he was out of the hospital.
Right.
And I remember like, surprise, and I see everybody. Then I saw my dad, and he just looked so much
like older,
thinner and older. And I remember having the thought, I was legitimately had this thought at that moment. I'm like, I'm not going to have a lot more time with him.
Right.
He just looks so old. Now, this was a guy, he's picked me up on his motorcycle. Lifting weights in the living room. Like, he used to sit there with, like, he's just a tough dude, man. Just a man's man. You know what I mean? Like, Jack Daniels for breakfast with eggs on Saturday morning. You know what I mean? Like, we're kids. It's like, just like a dude. And he was just like an old man. Like, I used to fear this guy.
Right.
And I felt bad. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know? And it was just, it's sad. It is. It's like, but it's the same thing. It's like, he didn't take care of himself. It's like, so many opportunities to do the right thing. And it's like, I'm living how I want to live.
Right.
And even at the end, I think he was like, I just don't want to do the changes.
Yeah.
Because like when we cleaned out his house, like the heart monitor, it wasn't even working anymore.
Right.
So he wasn't even using that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, I think I believe he was just like, I'm just going to see.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with whatever. You know what I mean? And you're just like, I remember sitting there after he passed, and I'm like thinking about whether he said that to himself. And I'm like, oh, that sounds such like to me, it sounded like such a lonely thing.
Right.
But is it? Or is it like a spiritual thing for him? Like, I've come to grips with I'm tired.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And, I remember I was driving, when we were driving home from Sands the other night, it's like, late at night, we're driving down 78, me and Carrie, and I just go, so it's been 2 years since he passed.
Right.
I'm like, I still can't believe it.
Right, right.
It's still, like, what?
Yeah. I know. I know.
Like I'm like, well, I'd never not be shocked that this happened.
Yeah.
Like it's like almost like it's like weird. Like you move on with your life and you forget about it, but then you're like,
because day to day you're not thinking about it all the time. You'd be insane.
No, it's weird. I do, but not on that level. It's like it's amazing how like smells I smell all the time.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, Dad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Right.
Like I was telling my grandma when I was visiting in Florida, I'm like, I think one of the reasons why I love hiking in the woods so much is because he was such a big hunter. That was such a big part of our life. I'm like, it just reminds me of him, like the smell of the woods and seeing the animals.
Right.
It's almost like my spiritual connection to him.
Yep.
It's such a bizarre thing, man. It really I remember like people used to say like people like you don't know how something is until it happens to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even like I said, my grandparents passed away, who I loved dearly. They were like extra parents to me.
Yep.
But like they were old, so it was almost, they were 80. Like my grandpa was like 89 or something.
The stuff you expect.
It was like he did it all, but it like when they're my dad was only 65, and it's like no way, man, it's too much. Like there's so much we got to do.
Yep.
Like damn, Dad, I just got my house and shit. Like you could be starting to coming over and shit.
Right.
Like, you got shit to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I live by a lake. You love fishing. You come here. You walk up the street.
Right.
Go fishing. You know what I mean? And it's just so bizarre. I don't know. It's so hard to articulate, but I do understand like that thought you have, like sitting there, like watching it. It's just not a. It just is. It's like it's not a good feeling. It's not a bad feeling. You're just like.
Yeah.
You've never been more in the moment than when you're sitting in a hospital room looking at one of your parents just like helpless. You're like, I'm so aware.
Absolutely.
Right now, like nothing, literally everything else in life is not even coming in my head right now.
Right. And I've been like thinking like a couple of years ago, my daughter worked at a senior citizen home, and it was like a 3-floor. Like the bottom floor was like people who can get around on their own.
Yeah.
The second floor was people who needed a little assistance, and the third floor was all assistance, right?
Right.
But they would take the people on the third floor and just wheel them out in front. Mm-hmm. And just be like sitting there with like covers on them, just like, like 3 or 4 people just sitting in the front door, just looking like, just that's it. They're in a senior citizen home, looking out at like the trees by themselves. Like their family's out living and doing their lives. Like their kids and grandkids are living. They're doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there waiting to die. Mm. And like, I remember thinking, my grandfather who died was my boy. He died. I want to say he was 80 years old. But his body looked the same that it did when he was 50. Right. You know what I mean? Nothing changed about this dude. He was just the same guy. And he died of a massive heart attack at bed at night. You know what I'm saying? Like at home, not waiting to die. He was mowing the lawn, went to bed, died. You know what I'm saying? Like at 80 years old, like he wasn't, like he was like still the guy, and he fucking dude abused his body. Mm. You know what I'm saying? And he just made it through, and he ended it the way he's always said he wanted to end it, in his sleep. Just wanted to go to sleep and not wake up, because that's all I wanted to do. He never was in the hospital with things connected to him. Only time he was when he flipped the car. You know what I'm saying? For his drunk driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never been like the guy, like, you had to come in and say, how you doing, Pa? Well, all right, I got just nothing. He just was like fucking a dude and just died. Mm. You know what I'm saying? And like I want to go out like that.
Yeah.
I want to go out just being me and then not being me. Yeah. I don't want to go out fucking got doctor visits and fucking medications, and I don't want to go out like that, man.
No, I don't think most people do. I saw something on TV the other day where it was like, we're so humane with pets, but we're so weird with humans. Like a pet, when it's like, well, there's nothing we can do, and really they're going to suffer if you keep.
Right.
And you just put them down.
Right.
So they don't suffer. We're humans. It's like, because of laws, like
you don't want to suffer.
Like
keep that guy
till
going.
The bitter end. It's like,
I don't want to be sad. Keep him alive.
It was like that girl in like Oregon or something. She was like in her 20s or early 30s who had some inoperable brain tumor, and it was just gonna go downhill like hard and fast. It was gonna be rough on her. And she wound up just taking a pill that killed her. And she announced it. I think she announced it because she wanted people to know that she was doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to suffer. Like, I don't want my kids to see me wither away into.
What was that, Shrivo? What was that?
Oh, that was a different thing. Was
that like where her husband was like, I want to pull?
She was like a vegetable.
Yeah, and her husband wanted to pull the plug, and her parents were like total religious and wasn't allowing it or something, right?
Yeah, something to that effect. I didn't follow that story too well. I was like,
I didn't either. I did like a Joe right there. just clickbait. Just clickbait. I didn't know else.
Yeah, it sounded bad when I heard people talk about it.
Yeah, I remember just seeing her remember like Larry King, I think, fucking had like a thing with her, and she was just like laying there and like poor thing. Like, there's nothing they can do about it. Yeah, maybe there'll be a miracle drug that comes out and she was dead before the drug, but come on.
Yeah, I think she's still a punchline at some comedy clubs. She's definitely a reference big time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, guys who lost their pens and notepads 30 years ago.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry you're going through that, buddy. Hopefully,
it should be all right. I mean, I'm not. The one thing I've never done, and I don't do this in any part of life, is I don't obsess over things I can't do nothing about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't sit and obsess over something that's sad or bad. I just never do.
Yeah.
So this is something where we are right now. Sometimes he's alert. Most of the time he's alert. Sometimes he's not. And he's the fluid's going out of him. His arms are down. Like, everything looks fine. To me, it looked really good today. He just was angry. But I take it where we are today. You know, when I was out with you guys the other night, my mom's like, "Oh my God, his oxygen is so low. You got to get here." The time before I was halfway there, she's like, "His oxygen's back up." My mom overreacts. You know, like, I'm running, and she's like, "Don't rush don't kill yourself to get here." I'm like, "Yeah, too late. I'm like 3 minutes away." She's like, "Oh, you got a ticket?" I'm like, "No, but I think I ran 3 people over because the way you talked, like he was going."
Yeah.
And then I got there, and his oxygen was back up. They had to put an oxygen mask on him. The nose thing wasn't enough. But his oxygen levels fall low. That's his problem. He took his oxygen thing out of his nose because it was, like, bothering him. 30 seconds, the things would beep, beep, beep. Like, he can't go without oxygen at all.
Oh, man. Yeah, she just probably wants someone to be there with her.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be alone in that spot, so I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough part. Yeah, that's tough, man. I feel for your mom too. That's brutal, man.
Well, that's how we end a 2.5-hour podcast.
2-hour podcast.
You know what? Hey, that's a good time to put that in there because I'm pretty sure no one stuck around.
Yeah, no, we have people pop in and pop back in, pop out, pop back in. You see them, you know what I mean? But we don't plan shit. We just let the conversation go where it goes. If you're a new listener, if you're an old listener, you know that it's not. We just go with the flow. So if we end on that, we end on that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I do like the live thing. I think people were digging it. I still got to figure out a way to. I communicate a little bit with the. I can't like comment back with the feed. I do like everyone commenting on our subjects. There was a lot of people commenting on what we were talking about.
Right.
But I couldn't physically comment, but I try and do it over the cast.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Another thing, if we could say this maybe in the beginning, we'll say it in the beginning. Never mind.
Okay. You can say it now because people are listening now. You got like 2.
If there's anybody listening, you know, you're listening and you're watching and you want to interact prior. We're going to be posting videos and posting like pictures that we're going to be live. If you have anything you want to talk about or have us talk about or riff on, just leave a little comment. Yo, talk about fucking Putin. I don't care. Whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, no, but I do like the live interaction. Like, I try to break in every once in a while, see if they're on topic with us and read some of their comments. And it was pretty good. I like this new live aspect of the podcast. I think people are going to dig it. But like, I got to remind people, if you're listening to this, because this will be up on our page, not live. You can just watch this video anytime. Still subscribe to us on one of the apps like Laughable app, iTunes, iHeartRadio. We need those statistics. That's what matters. Yes. Like, we do appreciate this. Even if you don't listen to it again, just go subscribe and download it. We need downloads on those apps. So let's do some plugs, man, before we get out of here. What do you have this weekend?
The only thing I got tomorrow night, I'm at Greenwich. Tuesday night, right? Tuesday night, I'm at Greenwich at 9:45 show. And Saturday, I'm at Laugh It Up in Poughkeepsie, New York at Mahoney's Irish Pub and Steakhouse.
Great club. I played there last year. It was really
9
good.
o'clock show. I heard the food's really good. I heard it's just a good night out. So
yeah, definitely go see Mike up in Poughkeepsie. To go see Mike's other dates, go to MikeGaffneyLive.com, and I have up on the screen now all his social media. You can check him out at Mike Gaffney now. I will be at Liberty Laughs this Friday and Saturday in Fredericksburg, Virginia. It's my first time at the club. Looking forward to it. I'm getting to hang with my friend Charles Ellis, who I met out at Laugh Fest this year. He's going to be on the show because he's a local guy. And so if you live anywhere near Fredericksburg, Virginia, come see me at Liberty Laughs. You can go to joefernandez.net to get tickets for that, and follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram at Joe Fernandez. And I couldn't get Joe Fernandez on Twitter, so it's Joe Fernandez75 because I'm not creative when it comes to Twitter handles. So that's that. But great podcast, man. Thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading, everybody tuning in live. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.